morning. My name is Saron James. This testimonial is not being sought from Campbell Medical Clinic. I gladly gave it because of what has happened in the past 3.5 months that I've been attending the clinic. A little background is that I am a diabetic, and for the past 5 years, from the foot doctor to my primary care doctor to everybody else, my pains in my ankles and my toes have been attributed to diabetic neuropathy. God knows I was about to cut my ankles off when this pain would come on. It would be so excruciating that I just felt there was no way around it. I've been given all of the treatments and standard protocols such as pain meds. Didn't work. I almost got hooked on pain meds, but that didn't work. And this excruciating pain would come on at night. During the day it wasn't bad, but at night it would come on, and it would be as if someone was coming with a nail and a hammer, and every 90 seconds they were just pounding into my ankles. Last resort was December 30th. I had a compounding medication made for me, and I thought, okay, this might work. And when the pain came back, it is intermittent, so it came back in January. I called the pharmacist and I said this didn't work. And he indicated that he could make another compound. And I said, no, I'm not going through this. They do not work. And one day, I believe it was in February, I'm laying on my bed that Monday, a slight rain falling, and I'm crying because all day long my ankle is hurting. And my husband and I were there. He's not really what you would call a compassionate man, but he has seen my pain, and that day he felt for me. And an ad came on the TV. I paid no mind to it, but when it said diabetic neuropathy was one of the symptoms and bigotry, he said, call that number, and he wrote it down, and I called. Now let me tell you something. When I walked in here, because he drove me here, I would not have come, the arrogance, I was absolutely convinced that these people could do zero for me. So I gave Rocky a hard time when he brought my papers in, because I felt that I was just going to go through the motions once again, and I looked for every conceivable fault that I could find with these people, and I was rude. Anyway, my husband said, just go through, try, it won't hurt. And I did. And let me tell you, I haven't felt this good in over 5 years. Because when I came, first treatment, I said, just as I thought. They can't tell me. Second one, same thing. Third therapy, I said, I don't know. Maybe it's a psychological thing because you're getting the adjustments and all the feel-good stuff. So I thought, well, maybe it's mind over matter. But I can truly say by the 5th session, I had seen an improvement. And from then on, I noticed that while the pain would come, it had moved out of the bone of my ankles, and it was either on top, above, or underneath, but never actually feeling like it was inside the bone. And I can truly say that today, here we are 3.5 months later, and I know that I feel better. They keep asking, how is the pain? While it hasn't completely gone to zero, it's not even notice them. And it does feel good to be able to come in and thank Dr. Dan and everybody else. Samantha, oh God, I gave her such a hard time when it was time to finance and do all that stuff, because I know about insurance and all that stuff. But anyway, she has worked with me. And here I am, not just a patient. I'm not being paid. But just to be able to say to someone, my physicians, I think, were, because of my condition, a diabetic, the focus was diabetic neuropathy. And I don't really think the idea that, okay, we've been doing this for a couple of years now and nothing has really worked, let's refer her on. It was January 31st in Chicago on a very cold Chicago day. I was visiting a relative and she said, have you considered pain management? Which to that point never entered my mind. And so, segueing from there to here, I can truly say pain management worked, because when I came, I thought they were going to fix diabetic neuropathy, and I discovered that I had an impingement in my lower back. And here I am, having been treated with the stimulation adjustment, nerve block injections after they ruled out what area was, impaired. I feel great. I would cartwheel if I could, but people at 57 years old shouldn't do that. I just feel wonderful.
Okay.
And I'm leaving here today. Every time I go out, I'm not afraid to testify. I see people on canes, crutches, they complain. I say, hey, go and get yourself looked at. And I think that this office can really do a lot for themselves. They just let people know, look, we care for you. We want to see you healed. And it's not a matter of whether you have insurance or not. We can work something out so that you can be made well. I'm good. I'm great. I'm going to have a great day.
Ms. James, thank you so much for your story.
Love it.